guys, it is finally time to review the MJX/Hypergo 14301, the Hoon truck. I was going to review this one first back in like May or whenever I started these Hypergo reviews, and I took this out for a little test to get ready to make the review video, and I smashed it into a storm drain and just completely destroyed the rear shock tower and caused some damage to the body, but it still looks okay to me. In the process of trying to replace that shock tower, I ran into some other issues. I got frustrated, reviewed the other trucks, and just kind of forgot about it for a while. We have an aluminum front and rear shock tower on there right now. I'm normally not an aluminum guy, but it was just faster to get those on there than to wait for Chinese shipping. The issue that I ran into, we will go over briefly when we look at the car up close. Let's dive into it, take a look at it, see what we get, and we'll take it for a spin. All right, so here we are, body on. Once you get the body off, you are met with this little Lexan dust cover here. As you can see, we have the brushless motor and ESC here. We get a fan on each on this one. If we come in a little closer, we can see that this comes with a gyro, I guess for like, you know, drifting and stuff like that. Same receiver, a little bit beefier with this bar going down the middle. And this bar, by the way, was the cause of a lot of my troubles. Obviously set up a lot different because it's a little bit more of like a touring car kind of thing, whatever. So we got like our foam bumper with our hard plastic bumper / skid underneath. You come around back, you can see like this cool diffuser thing back here acting as the rear bumper. Same shocks as the other trucks had. Oil filled, really heavy oil in there. Feels good overall. Okay, so the issue that I ran into was, so I broke the rear shock tower. And in order to get it off, you got to remove this screw, which is inside of the center brace here. And, you know, it's kind of like the others. Everything's sort of integrated. You have one in the center brace, and then those other 4 screws go into the diff cover, and then the other 2 are kind of like hinge pins. So it's kind of like a shock tower bulkhead combination deal there. The problem was that they used some kind of glue inside of this shaft and on the screws, and they had Phillips head screws there, and I wound up stripping them out, and it was just a huge mess, honestly. And eventually I reached out to Hypergo and I was like, hey guys, like I'm all good with buying a shock tower to replace, you know, the shock tower that I broke, but man, I can't get this apart, and I've got all these parts that I'm gonna have to replace if I wanna put it back together. So he let me know, and he sent out all the parts actually that I was gonna need, but then I got a little crazy with some vice grips and a lighter, and I was actually able to soften up the glue that they use on the screw there enough to remove one, and then I removed the other, and that was it. But the difference between the second time and the first time that I did it was the first time I was heating it up and it wasn't even budging, so I was just thinking to myself like, well, I don't know what the deal is here. Because I had heated up what I thought was enough, but no, I had to get that thing like scorching hot and still use like a vice grip on the screw, and then this little channel lock guy here to get it off. So fun times. If you guys do break a shock tower or do need to remove this brace, just make sure that you are heating this bad boy up quite a lot before you start going after that screw, because you will definitely strip it if you don't. Similar to the other Hypergos, this guy here came with some extras. We got plenty of body clips. We got a little bit of extra parts. I don't remember what's what because, like I said in the other videos, I kind of mixed it all together a little bit. So it could come with an extra diff or some plastic parts or something like that. But what it definitely comes with is some extra wheels and tires. So you get these from the factory, just kind of like a lighter block pattern. And then you get these here, a little bit more of an aggressive dirt pattern. And then you get these drift wheels here that are just a hard plastic. It also comes with 2 batteries and a wall charger, like the little USB plug-in kind of charger, and a little tool set. I do wish I would have kept everything separate so I could have shown you guys exactly what comes with what, but it does come with some extras along with the wheels and tires. So we're going to take this guy out with these on it, and then we are also going to try and do some drifting with the drift wheels.
right, so on 2S, honestly, this guy is more than enough as it is. Look, it's got so much speed. And that's just 2S. We're gonna try 3S out, but I have a feeling that we're gonna need a little bit larger of a space. We're gonna get a nice speed run. That wiggle thing, I guess that's the gyro. Doesn't happen all the time, but like at full speed, it starts to go a little crazy. But yeah, 2S is definitely peppy enough. I don't think that the 3S pack upgrade is gonna be mandatory in any way. Okay. Let's get a little launch. Oh, that thing is nuts. If you were bored of it on 2S, I don't think you would get bored of 3S very easily, because this thing has the juice now. Listen to it. It sounds like a little bit psychotic. That gyro thing keeps happening. I wonder if I should unplug it. It's so fun. Oh, that was a cool landing. All right, so 3S. Let's see if we can get a speed run. I don't think we're going to be able to get it here. That nobody decides to come on down. This road's usually pretty not busy. But gosh, that gyro thing's a little bit scary. Let's unplug the gyro and see if that fixes the little wiggle. All right, got the drift wheels and tires put on there. Now I will tell you guys, out of all the things that I know about an RC, drifting is not something that I've really done a lot with, so let's just see. Okay, so it absolutely slides.
Just keeps getting hotter and hotter outside, you guys. Seriously, I don't even know how to deal anymore. But we went out to the colorful basketball court and we got our run in, and yeah, now it's time for an opinion on the Hypergo 14301, the little Hoon truck. I think it also comes as like a rally car. I think it's pretty cool. I think the lights were a lot of fun. They were fun to look at when I was speeding around. It's fast. It's certainly fast. On 3S, it's like pretty crazy fast, to be honest. So that's it's always a good thing when you're talking about something that's a little more street bashery. Pretty happy about that. I think it's cool, like as far as the way it's detailed. I like that it has roof sliders and all this hard plastic stuff on the body. Like, that's pretty cool. It looks neat, even beat up like it is. I'm happy that they included these drift tires because I think it gives you a different dynamic. Like, if you didn't have those, then, you know, you would just be going fast back and forth and back and forth. Maybe you would jump it. Maybe you would take it in, like, some mild off-road situations. But with the drift tires, it gave me a chance to kind of try to, like, be precise and challenge myself with it. Now, I mentioned in the running video that I'm not really much of a drifter. I don't have a lot of experience with it. But it was fun. So it may be something I'm more interested in the future. But yeah, on this guy, you know, I was just trying to slide in a somewhat controlled manner, and hopefully I was able to achieve that a little bit. No brakes today, so I think the lesson to be learned is that if you're going to go really fast, you should probably have an acceptable amount of space. And also, maybe one of these days I should invest in one of those GPS speedometers so I can tell you how fast this thing went. Right now, all I can tell you is that it went fast for its size. I don't think it set any records, but it was fast, and I probably couldn't have made any split-second decisions at the end there. So anyway, guys, Let me know what you think about the little HyperGo MJX 14301 here. Maybe you have one. Let me know about drifting if you guys have any experience with that. And yeah, give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you like this type of content, because I try to post something like this every week. Mostly crawlers, but sometimes we get a little weird stuff in the mix too. Anyway, you guys, that's a video. I'll see you in the next one.